What is up, my amigos? It is Wilfred Von Ghoul, and today I want to talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, specifically, I want to talk about how A24 has gotten the licenses or the rights or whatever you want to call it for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I believe they're going to make a prequel TV series for Texas Chainsaw, if I'm not mistaken. I'm kind of already sick with all these horror movies getting TV shows and 100 requels and prequels. And it's the same ones. Texas Chainsaw gets a billion movies. Halloween gets a billion movies. And now everything's getting a TV show. Scream's another one. I'm not saying all the TV shows are bad, but give us something new. There's other older movies that haven't had a sequel in a billion years or a revamp or whatever you want to call it. And there's tons of new ideas that we could stick to. But of course, we get stuck with the same old, and we keep seeing them ruin our favorite movies over and over again, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of my favorites. But the last time they had a decent movie was, I want to say, the remake in 2006 that came out. I think it's in the better hands of A24 than it would have been in Netflix's hands. At least I could say that. Like, Netflix gave us a movie a couple years ago, and that was buns. Personally, I think Rob Zombie should do the remake or prequel, whatever you want to call it. I mean, if you just look at The Devil's Rejects, I feel like it captures, the killer hillbilly vibe pretty damn well. But that is just me, and I have no say in what the hell happens to this movie. But I just want to take a little bit of time and talk about what I would like to see and what I wouldn't like to see. If we're going to go the route of a prequel, right? I don't think it'll be hard to do something better than that horrible, treacherous movie that I don't even know if it's canon or not. I hope it's not canon. But I've suppressed what the movie is about. Leatherface, that prequel is absolutely trash, and I won't watch it again, even if you pay me the money to watch it. But what I would like to see is The Grandfather. If we're going back in time, let's see The Grandfather. You see it at least in the original first few movies, they talk about how the grandfather was the greatest killer out of all of them, how he was quick with it. He was like Jesse James in his prime. I would like to see that. I want to see why he would start killing, Obviously, it comes with the slaughterhouse, getting all that new technology that causes people to lose their jobs, and that's why they started killing people in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. So if that's true, let's see, does it go as far back as the grandfather, and that's the reason that he started killing, or was he always just a psycho killer? You know what I'm saying? So let's see how much of a killer he actually was. Let's see how the Saw became family, you know what I'm saying? And not just with the grandfather, right? I would also like to see the other family members, like Nubbins, Chop Top, and the cook, all as youngins. I assume that the grandfather, he's like 100 years old in the first one. So I would like to see how they were when they were younger, and if they were normal kids, or if the grandfather being a serial killer messes them up. I assume so. I mean, that would happen to anybody, right? Or if they were just always that way. And if either way that goes, I would like to see how they live in their dysfunction, how it runs around, and how the family lives with it in a way. Because we see in the first Texas Chainsaw on the dinner scene, and then in the second Texas Chainsaw in the dinner scene. But besides dinner scenes, I want to see how it is with them. The only thing that I don't want to see, and it's what every goddamn movie does with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, is just solely revolve around Leatherface. Look, I get it. He looks pretty scary. He wears people's faces. He wields a chainsaw. He hits people with hammers and puts them on meat hooks, right? But so is the rest of the family. And that's what makes Texas Chainsaw. You have Jason Voorhees, who's a presence. He's a big guy with a machete. He can't be stopped. But it's just Jason Voorhees. Then there's Michael Myers, who's similar, but that's Michael Myers. Leatherface is Leatherface. He's not the same as them. Leatherface needs his family with him. If you take it away and they just make him Michael Myers or Jason, then why shouldn't I just go watch Halloween or Friday the 13th or whatever, right? The thing that's scary about Texas Chainsaw is they're all scary individuals. They're all messed up. They're all cannibals. They're all gone. And when you take that away and you just have it revolve around Leatherface, it kind of is not, it could be scary, but it's not the same. And that's what, if you look at, for example, the Netflix Texas Chainsaw that came out, that's what they try to do. They try to make him this big soloing brute like Jason Voorhees, but it takes away the biggest part of what makes him different, and makes the movies different. And I'm not sure when A24 won the licenses, or won the bidding war rather for the licenses, what that gives them. But even if they can't have Chop Top or Nubbins or the cook or whatever, The cook's name is Drayton. Forgot about that. So Chop Top, Drayton, or Nubbins, or whatever, like, could still make characters similar, like in the vein of those characters, and still give him family. So I mean, it's like no excuse to not have him have his brothers, basically. I don't know the ages of them, like the age difference between them and their grandfather. I think his grandfather like is in his hundreds by the second movie. So to make him, if they were to make him younger and come back and start killing people, I don't know how old that would make them. I mean, consistency is not a thing within the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. So I'm not sure what version of Leatherface we'd get, or his brothers. Like, are they going to be like 12 years old? They're going to be like 15? I'm not sure. Either way, that's just a short video for today that I just wanted to get off my mind about Texas Chainsaw. I'm a big fan of the series, especially the first and third movie, specifically the third movie. But let me know what you guys think, or what you guys would like to see if they do make a prequel, because I am kind of sick of prequels. I mean, the It TV show did pretty well. Friday the 13th is coming out with one for whatever reason. I can make a whole new video about that and what I think they should do with it. But other than that, I will see you all next time, and stay groovy.